Hi and welcome. This is Elena with Angel Messages with Elena. We are doing the waxing of the moon for September 3rd to September 11th. Right? 9/11 is usually a really sad day. So, for forces that has happened in 2001. What happened for you? Because for me, 4 years later, I'm joining the military, thinking different things that was put in like a manipulation from our own government to get us, not just us as people, but as humanity to move into a direction of fear. And it worked for me, but it worked for me that I wanted to go and fight. I wanted to protect my family, but to know that that kind of fear, really it's changed our country and other countries, and we shouldn't get into that fear mode because of a manipulation on us. And being in the military intelligence, I really seen that, not at the time when I was there, but when I looked at the whole picture, is just like, yeah, common sense. So there's a lot of common sense there's going to be coming. We're coming into the third is the 3 is a transformation, and you got the 9, so you have a 3 3 3 3. And to know that this, I think it's on Tuesday, which is a faith day, that is going to really change a lot for you, for a transformational thing, transformation for families and relationships. Now, when we go into the waxing of the moon, it is about the youthful beauty. It's fun, it's playful, it's flirty. So you don't want to get into the, oh, I'm gonna fight, and get into the testosterone and hormone changes, and you may even feel like you're having hormone changes, so make sure that you get those checked out. Yeah, and then we get into the full moon, which is mother and nurture. So this is a playful time. We did the 4-week, or by the week of September, and the first couple of days of September you're going to feel a little tied up. So this is hopefully by the 3rd you will feel more flowing again, to know that you're not supposed to be tied up for a long period of time, right? To bust through it, no matter how you do it. Or it could just be like a really nice change. Oh, my necklace just fell apart. For something that is necessary for you. All right, so the situation that we're looking into is self-mastery. This is Swarovski, and this is like taking your craft, taking your creation, taking fine-tuning what you're working in. And this is a 4/4 number, so your angels are with you. It's a very powerful number for order. We were talking about the last 2 readings about health, and this is the most opportune time to tone in our bodies. So it's not just fine-tuning who you are and your personality and the new you that's emerging, but also fine-tuning your own body. So a part of that is doing the things that you love, and find out what is it that you need to learn. Now, she has a viol, but this is like a guitar, a violin. It kind of looks like a banjo, a guitar. So this is musical, this is artistic, this is taking something that you have been creating and expanding upon. So this is, well, and I love how she's doing the lotus blossom, because it's just like, that's the lotus. And belly dancing, this is, it could be Bollywood, the Hindu. So it's like, taking all these things, maybe putting it together into one project. I'm doing one where it's going to go imitation the horse to strengthen your lower back, into the dance of the rainbow, and dancing through the chakras, into not technical belly dance, but something to get into the flow and the movements. So we're going to be doing this reading from the north to the west, south, and east. So it'd be 1, 4, 3, 2. And in our north cards, we're using the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. So we're going to look at the Energy Oracle cards first. So the energies that first come in is, this is the Deceit. So we got this a little bit into the second week of September. So this is something that is in the shadows. We got this in the Thinking Woman, that there's things in the shadows that, to know that it's there, but not to get into the fear of it, right? There could be, you could be self-sabotaging yourself, or could be somebody who is lurking in the background to check your move, to watch you, to know that that person is there, but that given to the fear of it. So when we have somebody who's in deceit, you can put a protection mode around you and using Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael, you just, every morning, keep your feet closed, come to a prayer center, take a deep breath in, and just move up your arms all around and come and close in on your thighs. You can do this while you're sitting, while you're in bed. You want to keep your feet closed, and this is your protection bubble. And literally like that protection bubble just got rid of everything that was negative. So yeah, and it protects you. And you can also put in a protection and binding prayer. I do have that on my Star of Destiny site. I think it's $3.69 to download the little booklet, and it goes into a very strong binding prayer. It takes 3 to 5 minutes to do, but it will keep people from looking into your family or into your home, because there are seers out there that will watch you. So that might be something that you might want to do, is get that prayer and binding prayer and protection. Yeah, it's only a few minutes to do it. Then then we have Ocean, who is upside down. Now, I don't normally get a lot of cards upside down. So when we get a reversed, it just means, yeah, I have 2 of them that are reversed. It just means that we need to align yourself. So you might feel like you're holding on to things, because this is a generosity card. So maybe you're holding on to things too tightly that you need to, express, or you need to share it. So yeah, this is the time to share. If you're not sharing it now, this is the time to start doing it. So don't hold on to things too tightly. This is the time to be flirty and be fun, and and to become more generous. So don't hold on to it. Don't be that Scrooge, okay? So it's time to start sharing. And then we have the Goddess Sophia upside down. So you're not using your intuition, you're not using wisdom, you're not asking for wisdom, you're not using common sense. All right, so this is not good. All right, so we need to turn her up, upright. So you start using wisdom. So that might be the first part of that deceit, because it's just like, oh shit, okay? Don't get into that old crap mode. All right, so when you have something that causes you fear, you panic, you do things that you don't normally do, you what else, you get into that desperate mode. Okay, when you know there's something that's coming, you can prepare for it. But when you're just like, oh crap, there's somebody there, and then you get into that old you, and you do all the things that you shouldn't have done. Or maybe this is something that is new and you never experienced before. So don't get into that oh crap mode, because you knowing what to do to get out of this situation. Okay, so energies can always change, and you have the power to change your own energy to affect your environment. And remember, people, they no matter if you're in your own home, you can bring that energy out into your community, and you can change that community in a negative or a positive way. So if you bring all this positivity, then people around you is going to behave how you are acting. So be positive, so you get positivity out. And also, positivity forces the negative out. It forces them out of hiding. So just to know that's, if you are being positive, you're not in the fear mode, that this, person, the deceit, the self-sabotager, the sabotager, this person is going to reveal himself. All right, so now we're getting into the West, which is the forest. About community. It's about not so much community as far as in their families, but organizations such as societies and schools and colleges, things that are outside of your neighborhood. And this is happy family. So happy family is coming into your business, is coming into the corporations, is coming into that order, that relationships. If you're working on relationships and it has a discord because the person of deceit had come in, that everything is going to work out. And this is also a number 4 in the 4 position. So you got the 4-4 aspect. You got 4 4s. I mean, you got a lot of 4s in here, which is about order. It's about being balanced all the way through into that perfect box. You don't want to like the rectangle because there's like 2 sides are longer and 2 sides are shorter. You want equal all the way around to be well balanced. And this is the promise. And you got the rainbow and the reflection, and everything is working together. So I love that. Everything is working together. And then you have Archangel Ariel working with you. So you're not alone. All right? You're never alone. Well, let me just tell you, you are never alone. Just because you can't feel angels around you, just because you can't see them, you can't smell them, you can't taste them, doesn't mean that they're not there and that they're not present. They're just waiting for you to say something, to say, can you help me with this? And they will respond. They will leave feathers. They will leave cards on the floor. They will, they'll use mice to disrupt your desk. And then you just look at how everything is assembled, because they use abstract, they use symbols, they use colors and numbers. So, expanding your vocabulary, and Ariel is going to be working with that. And she's in the 2nd chakra, in the sacral, the feminine energy, the kundalini, the getting past that sex is dirty and getting past all of the negative aspects, so that you can, have all of your lights charged up. So much looking at love is not sexual love when divine comes into this table. It's about unconditional love and being a love that you could never comprehend, because we're always so stuck onto sex. And so, like, the sex revolution in the 60s had nothing to do with what was coming, which was unconditional love of divine. So just to know that those are 2 very separate. Sexual is with a partner, and unconditional love is supreme. It's divine. It means that there is no conditions that you have to be in to be loved, right? In the sexual partner, you have to have a partner. Right? You have to be attractive. You have to have the magnetism to it. Unconditional, you don't have to have nothing but yourself, right? Your true self. All right? So she's going to be working with, how to get into that sexual and feminine energies, so that you can, and it's kind of hard to even, say, because you have to have your 2nd chakra open, because it releases fear. It releases guilt when you get through that. It goes through the solar plexus and then down into the 2nd chakra, because it skips. It goes the root and then the solar and then back down to the sacral to get rid of that fear. Your solar plexus is what helps the body to change, to help it to transform, it gets it ready so that you can get rid of that fear and guilt. And that's what Miss Ariel is going to be working with. All right, and so the goddess card that we have is working through the past. Right? We just brought that in, is like, if there was things that are coming up that are sexual, because mine certainly did last week. A lot of things about a past soulmate, a past my first love relationship. It didn't last very long, but it started in the end of August and it went through the end of October, and many many years ago. So it's like all of these memories are coming up just because dates trigger and energies trigger, and even though we're not thinking about that, it's like all of a sudden these are coming up because these are things that, you know, the transits of the of all of the, you know, planetary alignments into the different houses. It really comes into that. And then, you know, there was a lot of Taurus and earthy energy that was coming into Virgo as well, and the Taurus rules the neck and the shoulders, and I had a lot of neck pain and shoulder pain, and right now I'm like really warm. So I know I've been working out those issues, and to know that, you know, I have worth for who I am in my personal finances and in my business finances, and I don't need money to rule me to who my identity is. And I have worth if I have nothing, and I have worth if I have everything. So those are the kinds of things that I'm working through in my past, and those are the kind of things that will be coming through in your past. And to know that this is the 336 card, which is also the sacral energy, is the 369. So to know that this truth that's coming through is to release the fear, and releasing guilt is releasing the negativity that also rules into your kidneys and your liver. I have a lot of family who have dysfunction of the liver and the kidneys, and, you know, drinking and stuff like that. But even some were genetic and never even had a drink in their life, still had lots of problems with their liver and kidneys. But because there's negative emotions that are, you know, fear and guilt are negative emotions that were housed in and was passed down genetically through energy, DNA memory, that those people died from, you know, cirrhosis of the liver. So just kind of know that you can release those things, and it's really easy to do. So I do have a customized healing program. I think it's the Freedom Healing Room in the Star of Destiny, and I will also be putting down a link that you can download as well, for just something that's not personalized, that will still be effective. I've been doing this since 2012 and working with people with trauma, so it does help. And I listen to my own stuff, so I get healing. So it's just like, I know it's effective because I use it on my own self. And I also tell you what different things that you know that it's being released, because your body will physically release, like in burps, or you'll feel like little bubbles, like there's bubbles inside you. It's because it's released all that negative crap in you. And sometimes you'll pass gas. So those are like physical things that you will feel to know that it's being released, and then you'll have warmth through you. So the healing process, the healing meditation that I take you through will ignite you and will energize you. So if you feel like you're being bogged down and been tied up, you will feel energized and ready to start your new day and do a whole bunch of stuff without having to eat the right food, even though that's best. But yeah, you don't, I mean, sometimes it's just hard to buy the right food. And trust me, I don't always eat the right food because I don't have a lot of money, but I try to make the, you know, ask divine, ask the elements, ask the fruit and the vegetables to be in this pure form to give me wholeness. Speaking over your food, and that's why we pray over our food in the right positive way, can actually amplify it to amplify your body. So yeah, use those principles. So now we come into the South, which is about family. It is about relationships. It's, you know, our relationships within ourselves, the balance of divine and the feminine, masculine to femininity, to the source of love, to God, to the Holy Spirit and Jesus, even though the Holy Spirit is a woman, the daughter, the son, with the father and the mother combined together in the being of God. So into that, we have the door to spirit. So this is a door, an opportunity that is open. So many people, when I do readings and when I talk to people, they're like, oh, that's just spiritual. Well, you cannot not separate spirit from the body or body from the spirit, because it's all together. And I've been trying to explain that to people for 8 years. It's like you just can't. People are dying every day because of the separation, and you can't. That's not how our bodies are supposed to live. Subconscious, unconscious together is both all spirit, awareness or non-awareness. It's all spirit. So it's our soul and spirit. To me is the same thing. It's, it's combined, it's together, and you're opening yourself more up so that your body can heal. This is the most opportune time from now and through December, the beginning of December, for healing of the body, to tone up the body. So when you address your spiritual side, your body, your physical body, will respond to it. Then we come into the thinking man. So the thinking man is a man who's appreciative, right? It's a man of wisdom who's had experience. It's a person that could be coming in with this experience to show appreciation to you. So if you're looking for, this could be a man or a woman. If you are a man looking at this, it could be a woman. If you're a woman, it's a man who is coming in to appreciate the fine details of you. You're going to appreciate those, wrinkles on your face, because when we get older, we get more experience, and we become wiser, right? So we could teach others, we could teach our children, and this person is going to show all of these things that he or she is appreciative of you, right? And you got the lotus blossom. So this is the second time that the lotus blossom has come in, because it's the self-mastery. The lotus is a representation of the rose and the lily together, and the water lily as well. These are all goddess forms. So the Bible, a lot of the Bible is full of goddess culture. So, thou shalt not kill, that is goddess culture, because the woman would not be the one to kill. So there is a lot of feminine, accepting, receiving energy that is here in this thinking man. Then we have Nike, and she's about ambition. So you're going to feel very ambitious at this time for relationships. Maybe you've been on the sidelines and wishing and wondering, and now you have, a gentleman or a woman who's coming in to appreciate you. Now you're going to feel a little ambitious, because now you're feeling beautiful, you're feeling masculine or feminine, you're feeling graceful, and you're feeling your strength is coming within you. So yeah, this is like, oh, boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna keep working on myself, but I'm gonna start adding different things to what I do in this right part of the self-mastery, into doing stuff that is just gonna open me up for relationships or for my family, because we had a happy family already. So if you don't have a family, that family is coming. All right, so now we're getting into the east, which is the two. It's our bodies, it's the woman, it's the feminine side. This is the intuition side. Now the 4 is also the things that are coming, the physical manifestations. So the happy family, Ariel, and of the past, those are physically happening. So also the east side is our feminine, the right side. These are the things that intuitive we just kind of know as women, or as men. You just you have that discernment, listening to the angels talk to you, or when things kind of glow and out of the ordinary, and things, something that just pops out at you, is the best way. Those are the things that the angels are talking with you about. So we're coming into this woman holding a coin. So this is finances. Could be a financial freedom for you. Could be a feminine backing for you. We had ally in here in our September reading, and was it the first part? Yeah, I think it was in the in the other reading, we had an ally, like somebody was backing you. Someone's backing you to do your creations. Someone is like, I'm providing this finances for you to go out and do your music, do your dance. Okay, that's the financial backing that I'm still seeing into this September 3rd through the 11th reading in the waxing of the moon. All right, so yeah, isn't it nice that, someone's going to produce the materials, produce the music, or give you musical notes, or give you the lyrics so you can put it into a song. Then we have the angel of balance. We had her as well too into the 4th week of September. So angel of balance is a lot of Libra energy. So like I said in my other 2 readings, if you can be in Virgo into the fine details to go into the balance of Libra, you'll have it made for September, October, because this is the second time that she's coming up into the beginning of the September. So there's a lot of energies into the throat chakra, which Taurus runs our the shoulders and our neck. Communications and technologies, all of these things are going to be easy for you. You're going to see the visions. You're going to be acting. The solar plexus are the yellow, the sacral is in the orangey colors. So definitely you're going to feel that energy just really flowing through you. It's beautiful energies. And with those energies, you're going to be moving into compassion. This is Kuan Yin. She's of compassion. I see compassion as love in action. So you're going to see a lot more things that are beautiful, that are lovely, that are graceful. Things, because this is the fine tuning, this is the honing in, this is the toning, the tuning, that you're going to see so much love. And I mean, you look at her headdress is just so beautiful and so vibrant with so much gold. It's like you're still honing in to be this person into I call it the karmic of the dharma, into the incarnation, the perfect person. So to know that everything is working and that this is a love in action, so that you can move into helping other people, right? Because it's not just about us. Our artwork is going to inspire others, right? The music inspires others, right? And how we dance will inspire others. So our artwork will inspire some kind of emotion within someone to inspire them to do something else for either themselves, their families, or for the world. So our clarity card is walking away, right? Walking away, you're dealing things from the past. We're walking away from things that don't serve us, that things that have been holding you back, things that others have been holding you back. That person of deceit that can first come in, and it's just like it's time to walk away. So if you are in an abusive relationship, because I've been there, make sure you do that wisely. Use the goddess of wisdom in the upright. Don't get into that fear mode and just do things that you wouldn't normally have done. Think things through, get people on your side to help you, and because you're going to need that for documentation later. Walking away from things that don't serve you. And this could, not just relationships. This, are you in a place that is like mine, is starting to get full of mice? I still can't get a lid on that. It's time to walk away from that. It's time to leave. So it's okay to walk away. I had to walk away from my children just because of my ex, who was my deceiver. And it took many years to actually 2 more years after that to finally get him from not stalking me anymore. So I've been living a life of freedom for almost 7 years now from that. So it's 6.5 years right now. So it can happen, and it's okay to walk away, because you're not walking away from family. You're walking away from circumstances, from energies, so that you can get healing. If you're not healed yourself, all you're going to get is trigger, 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 and you're going to explode. You're going to go whew, and it's not going to make anything any better. So sometimes it's time to step away, get strong, and to keep, and then come back. So how you know that you're healed from triggers is when you are neutral. It's not numbing, because we want all your chakras to be active. It's neutral. It's just like you don't feel any emotion, negative or positive, or sometimes it's just positive and you're just happy. I went back to the place where I used to live a few years ago, and I was just like, wow, nothing is bothering me. I was just like joy, and it felt so new. Like everything that I looked at looked brand new and bright colors and wasn't dull, and like how you think of past as sepia color, but no, everything was vibrant, and it was just like I'm literally a new person, because everything I looked at and the people I talked to, I mean, I was just happy, and they knew I was happy to see them, because some of them knew the things that I had to walk away from, and to come back, and it's just like I am just happy to be here. That is how you know that you are healed. Now, there's going to be times where you're going to come back and work with moms and dads and brothers and sisters, that there's just times that they're just never going to heal because they're not going to learn. You can't separate yourself from that. You don't have to take their phone calls. You don't have to have them on Facebook. I have family on Facebook that I don't see none of their posts, but if I want to go and see them, I can go to their page. So it's not like I blocked them or I unfriended them. So there is ways that you can still be a part of it and see where they're coming from. What kind of posts are they putting up? Is it still all negative? And then you can back away. And I think it's really good for me to be on, I call it a detox from social media, because now I'm doing stuff for fun. I'm getting inspired to help others, but I'm still on social media. I'm still on YouTube. So walking away gives you a different perspective, and it gives you time to heal. So just remember that it's part of the mastery, and it's part of that walking away. And it's okay, you can do that. And you know what? I thought I had one more card here. But yeah, we'll just close with that, because I think I have everything. It's kind of funny how my cards kind of got mixed up when my whole thing fell down earlier. But this is the way it's supposed to be. I'm not going to change a thing, because this is the angels and how it wants to be presented. So when something falls, and you're like, oh, everything's mixed up, don't change it. Because that is exactly how the angels, your spirit guides, your divine wants it to be presented. So you might want to put a little twist on your own style into presentation, but don't change a thing. If something gets splattered, don't change a thing. You can add to it, but don't take anything away. So that is the wisdom I'm bringing you into this fun, fulfilled time, and just have fun with it. Don't get into that fear, get into the joy. Enjoy your family, enjoy each and every day that you have, because it's only going to get better. So thank you for all your thumbs up. Thank you for leaving comments. If you like this comment, just say I like this, share it. I would love to have more subscribers come to my page, so keep subscribing. I love you all, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.